Welcome to the Yokoy Academy and our SAP integration video series. This video will show you how Yokoy's spend management integration for SAP S/4HANA on-premises and private cloud handles cost and master data synchronization. The integration lets you import master data from SAP, including Cost Center, WBS, employees and vendors, as well as export expenses and invoices for posting in SAP. Once the integration is set up, the SAP system initiates the flow of data to Yokoy, and vice versa. Master data is synced according to the relative outbound standard SAP IDOC extraction logics using the standard IDOC sending reports. In other words, change pointers are created for each change made to any of the master data object. These change pointers are then gathered to create a single IDOC for each data object. You can track this data update in SAP via the master data monitor. Now let's take a closer look at some of the data being synchronized. In Yokoy, cost objects are a hierarchical construct that shows where costs occur within a company's operations. SAP allows various classifications as cost objects, including cost centers, internal orders, or WBS elements. Once you have saved a SAP Cost Center, an IDOC file containing the data is created and synchronized with Yokoy according to your specific settings and frequency. In Yokoy, navigate to Admin, Cost Objects to check that the sync was successful and validate the data. Whether the cost object approver is assigned automatically or manually depends on whether you create users using SAP employees or SAP vendors. In Yokoy, categories provide a classification for the different types of costs that users can have, and they are linked to an expense account in the general ledger. This enables the expense to be booked properly in SAP, and input tax can also be associated. Currently, GL accounts cannot automatically be synced with Yokoy. If you have created a new GL account in SAP, navigate to Admin Categories Expenses in Yokoy, create a new category, and fill in the account ERP code field to link it to the GL account in SAP. If needed, you can also assign a symbol and define other settings for the category in Yokoy. Once activated, assign the category to a policy, if your company uses these in Yokoy, so that employees can select it for cost classification when submitting expenses. Before their expenses can be exported to SAP, Yokoy users must be synced. The integration supports the creation of Yokoy users in two ways from SAP. From vendors, CREMAs, where reimbursable expenses are posted to the employee account number, or from HR employees, HRMDA, where reimbursable expenses are posted to the corresponding info type in the HCM system. If you create a user manually in Yokoy, make sure that they also exist in SAP, so that you can enter the employee account number and ensure successful posting of their expenses. Once you have created a new employee as a vendor in SAP, navigate in Yokoy to HR User Management to check that the sync was successful and that the user has been created. The user will be set as active, and the employee account ERP field in Yokoy will be populated with the vendor number in SAP. Additionally, the Yokoy ID for each user will be synchronized with SAP and is visible in the Master Data Monitor. Now you know how Yokoy's integration for SAP S/4HANA on-premises and private cloud handles cost and master data synchronization. Thanks for watching and have fun exploring Yokoy.